Hi, I'm Will from HashLDash and welcome to this Photon Devlog episode, and we'll see a lot of things that are new in Photon. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so let me first thank all of you who have started my repo here on HashLDash/Photon, who have contributed with code, who have sent me bug reports, who have tested on several platforms, and it's been amazing. Thank you for all of you, and thank you for subscribing and liking the videos. This helps me a lot to grow the channel and spread the word. So thank you for that. And now let me show you what's new in Photon. So let's start with the cool stuff, which is coding. Let's code with Photon. So let's go to core, grammar, and you see that the grammar on the last devlog. So if you didn't check it out, then watch here. The grammar shows all the new syntax that we have now. So a lot has changed. And we have comments. Comments are now working. They had a bug, but now they are working. Strings we already used in the hello world. Types are not array type and map type. They are not implemented yet. So arrays, dicts, maps will be implemented in the future. Then we have type declarations. We can do floating numbers, groups, calls. We can call functions now. Yeah, this is cool. And we have returns, so functions can return values. We have ranges. Yes, we will do an example. We have ifs, elifs, elses, for loops, while loops, arguments. Oh my god, there's a lot of things. Functions and input function. Now you can follow the Python course and try with Photon too. So let's try some of these new syntaxes. Then let's make a main.w. So let's just test the while because it's easier. So while, and then we have an expression. These expressions can be true, for example. So while true, print looping. And this will make it loop forever, printing looping. Yes, this is what we have. So to break the loop, Ctrl+C, and it breaks. So this can be any expression. So while 1 evals to true and 0 evals to false, or you can also say false. So let's try 1. So this is the same as while true. And we can also make expressions here. So let's say a equals 0, then while a is less than 10. Then we loop, and then we can increment. We don't have plus equals yet. So a equals a plus 1, and then we should see looping 10 times. So we have here looping, I won't count, but it should be around 10. So, okay. And we can do several other things with while. We can break, for example, break in the first one, the first iteration. So this only have one looping, and all of this garbage here is just debugging, because I am debugging because there's a lot of bugs in the code. But you can see that many things are working. So sometimes we face a bug, and then I have the trace back so I can follow where's the bug. So excuse me for that. Sorry for that. Okay, so let's try for loops. we don't have to manipulate variables. We can just use the for loop like Python. So for a in, and now comes the range. Then we can define the range. So 0 through 10. So this is the syntax that if you saw my first devlog, then you are probably familiar with this. So let's print a. So let's try Photon, and we have 0 through 9. Yes, working like Python, but much faster. Okay, so we've seen while loops, for loops. Let's see ifs and elifs. So let's try to make an if and elif here. So if a is less than 5, then we print less, and else we print more. Okay, let's try that, see what it makes. So ifs and elifs working. We can also make an elif here. Elif a equals 7, and we can print 7. All right, let's try running that. So we have less, 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 more, 7, and 8, 9, 4, 4, more. Okay, so if, elif, else working. We also have format strings. Yes, we do. So we can do that and call variables here inside the string. So let's try that. We should see 7 and the number 7 after that. Let's try Photon main. So we have less, more, 7 and the number 7. So we can just use format strings without needing to put the F here. So this will work on every string, right? Cool. Okay, so ifs, elifs, now we can do a function. So let's try to make a function. Print something here. So we can make this function like in Python, and we can just call this function here. So let's try to run that, and we have the same result. We are just calling that function instead, right? We can pass parameters, so now we can see the type declaration. So let's make it loop for other two other numbers. So let's define the number int 2. So this can be 2, and we can pass here 10. So it will make 0 through 10. Let's try that, Photon main, and we have the same result, but now passing a value to the function with arguments and type declaration. I think there's a lot of things here that we covered. We didn't cover the input yet. I think it's that. Oh, returns. Okay, let's try returns. So let's make another function like add. Let's add A, let's add B, and let's return A plus B. And then let's print A plus B, or sei lá, 3 plus 7 equals, and then we call add 3, 7. Let's try that. Let's see if that works. I won't call this function again, and now we have returns. So let's try to run. Ooh, we have an error. So we can't call, let's just make C37 and then C here instead. Let's try that. Yes, now it works. Okay, so functions inside the format string are not so good yet, but we'll fix that soon. Right, so then now we see returns, and what else? Now inputs. Oh, let's try that. So number 1, let's make it input and type a number. Then we can do the number 2, type another number, and then we can input returns a string, but we can cast that into the type of the variable. So if we define the type here of the variable, it will convert the string that you passed into an integer value here. And now we can add num1 and num2. So num1 plus num2 equals the result. So let's try that. Photon. Type a number. Okay, let's try 2. Type another number, 4. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Yes! It works. Let's make it more beautiful. Now type a number, 4. Let's type another number, 90. So 4 plus 90 is 94. Yes, we did it. Okay, we just covered all of the grammar and only one bug found, but we'll fix that soon. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the new syntax. Try to play with Photon now, make your projects, and if you find a bug, please report. We also have a Discord, so you can join the Discord chat here and say what the bug you found or what feature you want on Photon. And until the next devlogs, bye bye and thanks for watching.